Hi and welcome to another trip, this time again to a museum. I'm going to show you now on the map where it is. So we're going to go again here the coast road all the way up, then through Horn and the side of Peter Lee through Easing Collieri, and then here the footpaths through the Hawthorne Burns, then on the east side of Seaham along and further up to Ryhope, and there is the Ryhope Engine Museum, and then the exact same way back. So right here, there and back. The parish church of St. Mary. That is Easing Colliery. We are now there, and we're gonna go now to there. The Hawthorne Viaduct. Just goes here directly deep down. The Hawthorne Burns has dried out. Almost in Seaham. Must be Sunderland. Going over there to that building. If one needs a footpath, then here.
Okay, here that section of the B1287 from North Seaham to the south of Ryhope, Collieri or Sunderland. That section, 50 meters without pedestrian way, it doesn't work for family or someone. It doesn't work, at least not when it's as now. So it doesn't work for families and so on. It's possible, but not for families.
So it was pumping water.
Okay, we were now in the Ryhope Engine Museum, and one of the people working there gave us even a little tour and explained a few things. and he was very friendly, and it's a very great building. I made photos so that you can see them, and it is free entry. It is always free entry, Sundays from 14 to 17 o'clock, so from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, free entry. Donations are welcome, and it's a great thing. They used to pump water up, and from the 1860s to for around 100 years, and since 50 years or 40 years it is a museum, and we're all working, we're trying to keep it that it is not eroding. They try to keep it that it is standing there, that the people who are here can see that it is existing, and they try to keep it maintained. They try that it is not going away. And they have steamed days. I saw on the website they have them 5-6 times a year or something, and I don't want to give it as a spoiler away, because he was also asking, guess how long does it take to heat them up. I was guessing a few hours, maybe a day. It is a whole week. We need to heat it up a whole week, because it is expanding when we heat it up at the steel or what the machines are made out of, but they're not bursting, they're not going away. We need a whole way to heat it up for the steam engine days, which are 5-6 times in the summer. But on Sundays from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, from Easter to Christmas, I don't know exactly what the opening times are. Sundays 2 to 5. In general, maybe not in the winter. So Sundays 2 to 5, free entry, donations are welcome. People can go here and look at it, and he invited us 2-3 times strongly to come then back if we have more time for the steam engine days, that you can look how it's actually working and look in all the details. But for now we're going to go back. I'm now very sponsored or affiliated with Ryhope Engine Museum. As you maybe saw, we're searching volunteers to maybe work there, try to keep that building and the machines alive. And they actually work on the steam days, but they actually don't work there. Now I'm no way in contact or affiliated or sponsored by Ryhope Engine Museum, but it is here free entry Sundays, 3 entry Sundays, 2 to 5 in the afternoon. We're going to go now back. We hope we're not going to come too much into that. Walked here just by accident along. We did it already a couple of times, but now I see they say here Dalton Old Pump House, and there is such a big building. I'm gonna look if it's possible to visit it as well. I think that is the one which was there at one place where I said the Dalton Pump House. There's Hawthorne, there Easington Village, and there Easington Colliery, where I showed at the beginning from the south side. There's the St. Mary the Virgin Church of Easington Village. So this is the Easington Village St. Mary the Virgin Church. It's not the same which I showed at the beginning, the parish St. Mary the Virgin Church, which is there in an hour in Horden. So we're back. And it is, as I said, a very great museum. And so it has open from Easter to the end of December from 2 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon on Sundays. And the entry is free. And there are around 3, 4, 5 of these steam days per year, and where they have these engines running. And when I'm back, I thank you very much for watching, and until the next time. Now this is a little important, I wanted to add that the museum feels very alive. I wanted to say that it is a very alive museum, and it is like a time capsule, like a time machine. One goes in and it is actually, it feels, I was never there, but it feels actually like in the Victorian times. It is like a time machine. It feels very alive, the whole machine. It is still possible to make it on as we do it on the steam days. It feels very alive in there, not in alive. It feels very alive in there. So thank you very much for watching, and until the next time.